to my channel. It's your girl Jackie O. If you are new, welcome. I'm so happy you are joining us today. I'm doing a first impressions, actually probably one of my first ones in a long time. I can't remember the last time I've actually done one, and I could not think of a better product to have this type of video for on literally the foundation that is going to change the entire game. The entire game. So I was at the mall the other day and I was just like randomly chatting with someone at Lancome. We start getting to chatting and I'm telling this lady that works there that I'm a blogger, and she pointed me in the direction of this machine that they have built within the store. It's like it's not too big, but it was you know, like built within the counter, and she was explaining to me their newest foundation, and it is called the Teint Particular custom made makeup. It is a custom made makeup, a foundation that literally you sit down at the counter when you go and get shade match, and they scan like 3 parts of your body to get your actual match. A little bit of background about the foundation and how it was invented. It was actually invented by there was a makeup artist who is, you know, just a regular everyday girl. A lot of her clients were predominantly Asian, and she's actually based right here in California in Orange County. So she, you know, has all of her clients, and one day she comes home and she's venting to her dad, and she's like, you know what, it would be so cool if there was like a way that you could, you know, find better foundations for women so I don't have to keep mixing a million different shades. Like, we all know a little bit of that struggle. And so her dad, who I believe is a mechanical engineer, was just kind of like, So he got his wheels turning and he invented the Sayuki technology, which is a custom matching makeup system. She had a freestanding store and it was doing well on its own. And then that was then bought out by L'Oreal and was introduced to Lancome to bring us the Teint Particular. So basically, again, as explained earlier, they take a small little scanner or reader and they scan parts of your body. The foundation, I'm not gonna lie, is expensive. The foundation retails for $100, which is expensive. But girl, if you really think about it, think of how many times, I don't really have this struggle all the time with most my foundations. I usually can find a pretty good match, but if you really think about it, like, think of how many bottles of foundation that you've had to buy to mix and match your custom shade. Like, that is going to change everything. This machine generates up to 22,000. I'm gonna repeat it again, okay? 22,000 foundation combinations. Do you know how many? Like, there's no way you can't find your match. Like, it is that exact. It also lets you choose the finish. You can choose normal, you can choose oily, you can choose more like hydrating dry. From what I've been told, the mattifying formula still needs a little work, and the normal one seems to be the most universally friendly that everyone seems to kind of go towards. Now, you're not going to be able to find this foundation at your counter, and I'll tell you why. So Lancome is actually based out of Seattle. There's a machine there where you can get this custom match foundation, and there's also one here in California at the brand new Del Amo Mall. The only reason why I was told that it's at that mall is because they just recently opened this new phase of the mall. So all of the other Lancome counters in the entire world either did not have the space to accommodate for this machine, or they just did not have the space. So since the mall was still being built and being developed while they were, you know, introducing this foundation, they were like, why don't we just throw the machine in there? So the machine that you can, the only 2 places in the entire world that you can get this foundation are literally right here in Los Angeles. If you're willing to drive all the way down to Torrance, that's where the Del Amo Mall is, that Lancome counter in Nordstrom's, or in their home base in Seattle. Right now, from what I'm told, it's still in the like probationary phase. And what they're going to do is they're going to keep this foundation for a year and give it really good, take a lot of feedback and just see how it's received first and perfect it and make any changes if necessary. And then in the 2016-2017 timeframe is when it will actually be released to the public. When you get your custom match foundation, they give you a batch number, which can then be used to reorder wherever you are online, and then that way you don't have to keep going back. Honestly, the experience is unlike anything I've ever experienced upon matching foundations, because normally I go in, I pick what I want, I match myself on my chest and I'm out. But they sat me down. They, you know, we got to talk and chat about the foundation, and it was just really awesome learning how much went into this and how passionate they are about really getting this product on the ground. Because I feel like in cosmetics, the biggest thing for all women, not just white women, Caucasian, Indian, Asian, Latin, for all women is finding foundations that are not dark enough or light enough to red to gold. So can you imagine literally having a skin graft in a bottle? Because that's literally what this is. When I went, because I normally like to my face to match my neck, I actually had them match to my center of my chest, and then they take three like little they take 3 scans, like 2 on my chest, and then they took 1 here, which I was kind of worried about because my face is all hoo-ha, out of whack. Dark here, light here. So I really was like, I'm really adamant about it being matched to my chest. So they were like, that's fine. We'll take 2 spots here and then 1 shot here. So then we did that, and we got this foundation with my name on it, customized exclusively for Jackie. And I'm really feeling some type of way about this, and I just wanted to be able to try it and experience it on camera with you guys. I'm actually really trying to do this video with a sense of urgency because I'm on my way after I shoot this to meet the vice president of Lancome, and I want to wear their product. I want to be able to have, you know, some things to say about it because this is literally my first time trying it. I've been holding on to this for about a week so that I can sit down and film this video for you guys. I am so excited. I snapped the entire process and everyone was like, we need the tea on that right now. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this. It is a custom made foundation. It tells me that I should shake well before I use it. And by the way, I did get the normal formula. I did not get the matte because, you know, that's what they told me was the most recommended one. So without further ado, it's very creamy. It's very golden based. It's really golden, which I like. Did I put primer on? Yes, I did. Okay, I'm good. Don't you hate that when you forget to put primer on? So I already lightly did some color correcting, by the way. And so far, it's looking a little olive. A lot of foundations, sometimes they will, like NARS, actually, that's what this reminds me of. This reminds me a bit of NARS foundations. Look really olivey when I put them on. But so far, oh my God, this is beautiful. I'm really, really liking the way that it's blending. I'm really, really liking the coverage because it looks and feels like my skin. So far, thoughts on texture. It's not overly watery, not too slippery. The coverage is nice. Now this is, you guys, even though, you know, it's got the custom match foundation, just like every other foundations, this foundation is not going to be for everyone. And that's just, there's really no other way around that. The idea of it is awesome, but you know, when it comes to formulas, textures, finish, everybody likes something different, and that's okay. But I'm really, especially right now in winter months, I like my foundations to be a little bit more, slightly more hydrating and more skin-like. Actually, I like that all year round, but okay. So far, coverage is beautiful. Coverage is beautiful, and it literally, I want to show you what this looks like on my chest because, oh wait, she actually told me to pat that in. Look how that disappeared. What foundation? What foundation? I'm totally applying this with the wrong brush that she advised me. She did advise me of more of like the stipple than anything else, but it's too late and I'm in a hurry. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face. I hear it's not that popping with Beauty Blender, so I'm not gonna use my Beauty Blender. I'm gonna do the rest of my face, give some thoughts, and then I gotta go run out. Yeah, I'll be right back. All right, so I just finished my makeup and I was also able to see it in like different types of lighting. So far, it looks bomb, flawless. The only thing that I can complain about is, I don't know if it's just because I'm hot and I'm sweaty, but I'm getting a little bit of breaking up. Well, I guess a lot of foundations do that, but I am sweaty. A lot of it has to do with the fact that I'm rushing and I'm trying not to rush. I'm really, really gonna try to keep checking in throughout the day, but I really, really do have to go. Anyway, so far I really, really like the flawless coverage. Might not necessarily be sweat proof just from that alone, but foundations always do that to me. Love the finish. Match is of course impeccable, and we're gonna see how it wears throughout the day. So I'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, this is an hour. Okay, so it's like 10 till 5. and I put the foundation on around 2. So it's about 3 hours. So far, it does not seem to be breaking through my oily T-zone. And I will give you guys a zoom. I'm sorry, I should have filmed this earlier because the sun is setting now. So, as I mentioned earlier, I have had to kind of apply some powder right around this area, but that always happens to me. Foundation always breaks up right above my Cupid's bow for some odd reason. I have no idea why. And the smile lines actually aren't that bad. They're like normal. Other than that, it seems to be controlling oil in my skin pretty well. I have not blotted at all yet. Not in this area. I only went in and applied powder just above my Cupid's bow. Because it, like I mentioned earlier, does not really seem like it's a sweat-proof foundation. But other than that, I'm feeling great. I'm looking great. I did not get to meet the VP after all. She was out running around when I got there, because when I got to the venue, I thought it was going to be a seminar type of thing, but it was like a one-on-one where I would have met the VP and the trainer and the PR people that work for Lancome. So I did not get to meet the VP, but it was still amazing either way. I had when I walked in, because no one really told me what the event was about or anything like that. They just was like, oh, just come meet some VPs from Lancome. So I was like, okay, girl. So when I walked in and I was like, if we're here to talk about Teint Particulier, I already know what this is about. And it was just amazing. They were just so shocked that I had already known so much about the foundation, and they loved the way that it looked, like literally in natural daylight. It's kind of dim now because the sun is setting, but I look radiant. I feel radiant. And I'll have to show you guys a picture of how it looks on flash photography, because I just literally look like golden summer goddess in this foundation. It looks good. It feels good. It doesn't feel like I have on a ton of makeup. I wish there was a slight bit more coverage, but that can be fixed because you can actually add coverage with this foundation. And when I say I want more coverage, it's not so much because I want to cover acne, but I like my skin, I guess because I'm dressed up, so I wanted a more flawless finish. So this will definitely be my daytime foundation. This probably would not be my like going out at night foundation unless I went back and I added more coverage to it, which I probably could. Other than that, like, I would rather sheer out a full coverage foundation than to try to build up a sheer foundation. Does that make sense? That's what it is. I'm weird. I'm very strange. But other than that, I really, really like it. I look beautiful. I feel beautiful. I'm getting so many compliments. I'm gonna run around and do some more errands and wear this just for the sake of wearing it for a couple more hours and seeing how I like it. It was pretty warm in LA today, so, which is good because it's easier to kind of gauge on warmer weather. Like, I feel like foundation has a harder time holding up in warmer climates than it does cold. So I'm glad that today in particular, it was like really warmer so I can really test it out. So anyway, yeah, I'll check back in by the end of day, give it maybe 3-4 more hours. I already know how I'm going to like it though. By now I know how my skin's going to respond to it. But anyway, I'll check back in. This is our midday check-in. Thanks for watching. Holla at y'all in a few. Hi guys, welcome back. It is now almost, come on phone, cooperate, almost 9 p.m. So we've had this foundation on pretty much for the duration of the entire day. I've been outside with this foundation. I've been inside with this foundation, and it's been about 7.5, 8 hours wear. I have to say, I did blot my face just once. Was it just one time? I've only blotted my face once today. I have to say that as far as the finish and the, the overall look and feel of the foundation, it held up just as good as a lot of my other really, really good foundations. I didn't have to like play around with it too much throughout the day. I didn't have to keep blotting it. It didn't really overly settle into my smile lines, which was kind of nice. My skin is a little flaky because I'm peeling. But that's not really a reflection of the foundation. That's just my skin anyway. That's what my skin's gonna look like with any foundation. I would repeatedly use and buy this foundation because I really, really like the shade. Lancome offers the best, in my opinion, the best shades of all their foundations, let alone this. I'm definitely recommending it and putting my seal of approval. Earlier in the meeting, I did not actually get a chance to meet the VP of Lancome. After all, she was out running around while I met with the trainer of, like, the specialist of this particular foundation. So I really, like, it was just so funny because she was expecting to school me on the foundation, and I ended up, you know, already knowing about it, and it was just such great energy. Everyone at Lancome is just freaking phenomenal. Like, it's just so good to know a brand that you support. Anyway, you guys, I don't get Lancome products for free. Like, everything that from Lancome that I have, I've bought. And it's just good to know that the people that work for this brand are just as amazing and passionate in person as, you know, as they are behind the counter and behind the lab. So I feel really good about this foundation. I think you guys will like it too. The formula may not be for everyone. I am, again, did I mention I was wearing the mid-tone, the medium coverage? I definitely feel confident that this is a foundation that a lot of people will really like. This is definitely that foundation for people who are just those really unique complexions and skin tones that just have a hard time finding their foundation shade. So I think I told you guys earlier that they were going to launch in 2016, 2017. Well, if the foundation, from what it looks like, continues to do as well as it does now, it will expand to 14 more locations by the spring of this upcoming year. And then, you know, so on and so forth. Eventually it will probably be everywhere, God willing, if it does do if it is accepted as well as they anticipate. So I would definitely highly recommend it. And I really look forward to seeing if any of you guys that are here in LA get to try it, and if you like it as much as I do. And hopefully we get to see this foundation expand and just, you know, hit everyone's local store so we can all get this experience. I'm really excited to see that. And let me know you guys' thoughts on the technology, if you've tried it for yourself already, and what you think about it so far. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm tired. I gotta edit this and get this up by tomorrow for you guys. But oh my God, like, just amazing day. I'm so blessed, and I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good. Like, it's so weird. I'll come home and I just like reflect on life, and I'm like, dang, I just met some really cool people today. So thank you, Lancome, for allowing me to get to know you guys a little bit better today, and just being such a pioneer for all women. And when I say all women, I mean all women. I think it means a lot more to us than you know. And I want to see this product do well. I want to see this product be that product for people who feel like they go to a counter and they can't get the help that they need, and they can't get the service that they deserve. So anyway, let me stop being a sap. I love you guys, and I will see you on Tuesday's upload. Bye.